Everyone you know, the wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky. Same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky.
It's been welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on us King Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. I am King James YiYE together with
Mmemshima King.
Terwase Aya-mnger.
Right, so we are counting down to Christmas, 9 days to go. If you like, can say 8 days to Christmas Eve. And we are looking at the costs of Christmas. That's our focus on Extra Speed. Today, we're streaming live on Facebook as well. And of course, you can call us at some point, 0903 648 5868. That's 0903 648 5868. Our focus is on the cost of Christmas. The cost of Christmas. Now, Christmas comes every year. December 25, and it's a holiday worldwide, and everybody knows. So, elsewhere in the world, there are promotions, but back home in Nigeria, things keep going up.
Yeah.
So, what was bought last year, I think... am I right to say most things have tripled?
Yeah.
Some have doubled. And then there are some that look like essential commodities for Christmas, and the cost is so high.
Yeah.
And people are really getting confused because money is not there, but then things keep going up. So we're looking at the cost of Christmas. It looks like everybody must chop, right?
Chop what?
Chop Christmas.
Okay.
No
Depends on
matter
what you
how,
have.
right? So the other day, we put a bag of rice, 25 kg.
Okay.
Let's go back to, was it in 2015? Yeah, 2015.
Okay.
And the rice, the cost of 25 kg was 4,700.
Okay.
That's 25 kg, 4,700. How much is it now?
A bag of rice, that's 25 kg. 25 kg should be around 30 something thereabout.
Well,
Yeah, I can't really be specific because everybody they have their own cost. So just
Yeah.
to the 7 plus.
Now start differentiating between foreign and local. Stone free and stone full.
yeah, that's what they do nowadays. Now, let's go to chicken because
Okay.
rice varies as well. So, chicken now, I don't think there is any chicken for less than 15,000 from what I'm seeing on Facebook.
That should
Yeah.
be local or layer.
It doesn't, there is
Okay.
not, everything is there now.
Okay.
Local, I don't think you're going to see
See
it.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
You are going to likely see white Christmas.
Yeah, but for
you
the
know what
white
is
one-
white Christmas?
yes, that's Greek.
All of them are green now.
Those ones with white feathers, actually, yeah. But do you think those ones are up to 15,000 naira?
Yes.
Oh, really?
They
The
are.
cheapest I've seen online too. Somebody was advertising. A friend of mine, anyway, she runs a pottery. Advertised from say it's giveaway, Christmas giveaway, 15k.
That's
the giveaway.
expensive.
Exactly.
There should be alternative for people. It mustn't be chicken.
So what's the alternative?
Yeah, just like our caller called the other time and said he's thinking fish.
Is
Yes.
fish
Is
not
fish
expensive?
affordable?
I think to some extent,
What
fish
type
should
of
be
fish?
even if it's point and kill. At least you would not get it for that amount, that 15k. I
So
doubt.
what quantity are you going to get?
Well, if it's only you, you just do soup, just
It
one.
can't be only you.
It's difficult.
That's who is staying alone for Christmas. It's a
Well.
difficult thing. You know, so when you call us, tell us the cost of things where you are and the cost of Christmas and if you actually have an alternative. So call now 0903 648 5868. That's 0903 648 5868. It's extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. 0903 648 5868. We believe this line should be working. We've not tested it because the other one is not working, but this one should be working if you call us now. So because of this, it looks like people are not always prepared for Christmas. But we have a caller here.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name
Morning.
and where you're calling from?
I'm James calling from Makodi.
Right.
Okay.
What's your name?
James.
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 All right,
Makodi.
James. Yeah. So, James, tell us about the cost of Christmas. What items have increased, and if you have any alternative?
I'm looking at, I can see the rice is very cost and chicken unaffordable now.
Unaffordable.
I'm
Okay.
looking at chicken for Christmas. I'm thinking of buying something like fish.
Okay.
I can't afford chicken for this year.
Have you checked the price of fish?
Here in Makodi, I think it should be a bit better because we do get fish here more
Right.
cheaper than other places.
Right. Okay, James. Good for you. At
Yeah.
least you have found an alternative. Thank you for calling.
Exactly.
Right, so
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. James is going for fish,
Exactly.
Christmas fish,
Christmas fish.
Christmas fish. So he says it's slightly, lower. But when you begin to, perhaps he's looking at buying fish from Wadata, maybe, and one from the river. Otherwise, if you are still talking about kilo and, catfish coming from other places, I have no idea how much a kilo costs, but perhaps somebody who knows could still call because chicken is just way above, people.
It's
And then what are the
expensive.
reasons? They tell you feed.
Yeah, they tell you feed and basically that's
feed
it.
there.
Yeah, then maybe taking care of them, I think.
Now, when you go to goat, last Christmas, a goat was sold at I think about 50. I don't think it was up to 20,000. Perhaps maybe it was.
Goat?
Yeah.
Last year.
Okay,
Last
it
year.
was.
Last
Goat
year,
was higher than
yes.
that.
I think the highest was 50 last year, but now it's outrageous.
Beginning from 75.
Exactly.
And when I look at the size, it's
You are
just some dwarf goat there.
Yeah.
And then somebody is saying, and we have a gigantic goat.
Yeah, we do.
And so when people,
I think that's the one they call the Adamawa goat, right? That's
it's
the
much
big
more than
tall-
it's fat.
But
It's
we're
fatter
not
than-
advertising the goats.
No, we're not selling. Our goat has been there for years. Our animals are more like pets to us, So, but we have such a huge goat and that size.
Yeah.
So when I look at what they're saying, 75,000 can go into that one 4 times. Then
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we were to sell ours, how much would it cost?
I think
Just 75 times 4.
No. It would be like 100 plus.
No,
there.
100.
Really?
No, somebody said.
200?
Commander said no. Commander said our goat is maybe from 260 something thousand.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But what are they feeding the goats that they are selling it that expensive? Or it's
What are
just
you feeding yours with?
just normal natural grass
Yeah.
that you get.
Exactly.
So why should I sell
Some
my
are
goats
not
expensive?
doing that. Maybe.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
There are goats that come to the front of my house to feed on the dustbin.
Exactly.
Eating stuff like even waste food that people throw and all those
Exactly.
things. And
I
that's what
just
we
feel that people are
counterproductive,
just
so-
trying to just hike prices of things because other people are doing it too. It doesn't make sense because actually for goats that I see going about and eating all these
Anything,
natural
yeah.
things, and then you sell it that amount.
So they should give you for free.
It's not as if it should be given for free, but at least a reasonable amount. It's better
So what's reasonable for that size of goat?
for us or
No,
the ones
maybe
that
the ones-
they are advertising.
Yeah, the ones you're seeing on Facebook.
I think at least that 45 thereabout, it's fair.
If a chicken
that
is
for you-
going for 20k,
Yeah, that's
I
some
think
chickens are like
chicken,
what,
it's,
20?
it's
Yeah.
understandable because people, you feed them, and you buy these feeds, they are not free, So that one at least I can understand with them. But for goats,
But not even goes to for some people, like for example yours, you don't allow it to free range. It's
No.
within a protected
I
place.
know,
it
but
feeds on what you can control.
yeah, but what I go out to get for the goats, I don't buy those things. So why should I sell it that
then
you're
amount?
paying somebody who brings this food.
Some people have that's their farm. They have farms that they have goats in and they feed them. I think other than grass, there are some other things that you have to give them to avoid some kind of sicknesses and in water and all those things. So that's their investment, and they're
But we
targeting a
don't
certain
give.
place.
We don't give anything. Perhaps that's what Mmemshima is
You
saying. We
remember,
just give grass.
you remember when we wanted to buy cashew, and the woman told us this certain amount, and it's more like maybe she went out and she discovered that people have added price, and next thing she called and said, no, it's not that amount that we told you guys. It's this
So
amount.
why are you hiding the amount? A bottle of cashew nut is 7,500.
So why not come and catch
That's
you?
in Makadi. 7,500.
Yes,
But
for a
Nick
bottle.
Agule bought it in a butcher the other day, and he said it was, I think, 13,000 at the
Just for
shop in
cashew.
Maitamaya.
It's funny how
Same
we're
bottle.
throwing those things away.
Exactly.
Back
Nobody
then,
even
paid
wanted it.
attention to it, and now is this expensive?
It's the cost of Christmas, and you can tell us what you're going through, and perhaps what your alternatives are, if you have any. Definitely, there should be alternatives.
There should
You can decide to
be.
go hungry on Christmas Day.
No,
It's just a
nobody
day.
would do that. Nobody.
It's just a day. If you
I know,
can't
but
buy,
you know the way people they prepare for Christmas is just outrageous.
mind you, we have just started with rice. We haven't even gone deep into rice.
All
We just
is
mentioned
there.
chicken. All is there. Onions.
Yeah.
And funny enough,
that one.
there's no onion in the market now.
Exactly.
Actually,
It's gold. Always.
I'm
They
telling
plan
you.
it.
the
Yeah.
tiniest piece is over $100 or one.
More than
Yeah.
100.
Right. So now things like turkey. If a chicken is up to 25,000, somebody, a friend of mine on Facebook, she was saying that if she can buy a chicken for 20k, why wouldn't she eat it with the feathers?
At least to satisfy the money.
Exactly. That she's not going to throw away anything.
I'm telling you.
20,000 naira for
It's
chicken.
expensive. It's expensive. It's
Gone are
really
the days
expensive.
when the head and legs of chicken were left for children.
Yeah, because
Now you
this same
consume everything.
this same is like the other Christmas. I think this thing was
The-
about one.
What's that?
I don't even want to guess.
What's that?
Chicken before it
Chicken.
got to 10
Yeah,
10,000
last year we
naira.
bought it at 10,000 naira. Yeah, that was the amount we bought it.
So the one of 10,000 is now 20
It's now 20 years.
or more because it's up to 25k.
Well, that what we saw was 20, so I don't know if maybe they
It's 20 you
maybe
are
they've
not
added
checking.
price.
There
Yeah,
are-
those are posted 25. Yeah, the big.
And
the very
how
fat
about
ones.
cow?
Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's get to cow later. Let's talk about other sources of
Animal,
protein, other animals, lower animals. Even goat, we'll still go back to goat. If you go back, I think it was Kwado. She hinto. Everybody knows Kwadi Makadi. So Kwadi said she went to buy duck.
Yeah.
Agwagwa. Duck, Kedam. And I think she didn't buy. She priced it and they said 50,000 naira. Kedam.
Expensive. It's always more expensive than chicken.
I've never tested it, so I don't even know.
I have, but I think when I was a kid. But what happens is, yes, the thief people have a bias about it. I don't think everybody eats it.
Yeah.
So, but then all of a sudden,
Yes,
50 gram.
I think someone even said the meat is not even sweet. Maybe just to satisfy
Exactly. The fact that,
their thought,
Yeah.
that is that outrageous with that amount.
50 gram.
Yeah. And
So-
it's so tiny.
Not very tiny. It
That's
looks tiny, but the meat,
okay.
I think it comes out more than chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
Okay.
It has less feathers than chicken. Chicken is full of feathers. The dog doesn't have so much of feathers. It's a lot of meat in.
I think I need to test it.
And it has weight, but it flies.
Yeah.
Because of its bone marrow. I think we're just going into biological sciences now. But the chickens can't fly because of the weight in their bones. All right. So 0903 648 5868 0903 648 5868 is the cost of Christmas, and we are also streaming live on Facebook. So where are you? Tell us what's happening there. Atsiatehile Thaddeus says, I'm listening here in Makodi. So what are your alternatives? What are you going to do at Christmas? That's what we want you to tell us. Call now 0903 648 5868 and tell us what you intend to eat
on Christmas
on
Day.
Christmas Day, because things are too expensive. A lot of people are complaining, and as we said, it looks like because of the high cost of things, people are not prepared. It comes unprepared. Let's listen to a few people here from the Alamashagodobi team, and then we go on. It's extra speed. Stay tuned.
Well, this year as it is, as for me, I will just work with what I have. Yeah, I can't kill myself like every other Nigerian will say. So I can just manage what I have, try to find happiness in the little things I have, because the country as it is now, you can't predict how tomorrow will be. I can tell you now that I plan my Christmas to be big, huge, and all of that, enormous. But when it comes, it might not be like that anymore because of the situation.
All right. So he doesn't even want to think about planning.
Exactly.
Because given the high cost of things, he thinks that what if I plan and things don't turn out the way I planned?
Exactly.
Is it not always better to plan?
Well, it's better to plan, but also it's also better not to stress yourself as well, because planning it's stressful. I just think for me, if I don't have a family like.
But you do.
That's what I'm saying, assuming.
But you do, so don't even
Not
assume.
I shouldn't assume. Okay, I would not assume. But I think maybe visiting friends would be better. At least I don't have to think about what I would cook, and nobody will come to my house that would come and visit.
So what are you? Tell us about your plans. Cow, goat,
Ostrich.
dog, ostrich,
None of the
turkey,
above. No,
chicken,
none of the
fish.
above. None of the above. Actually,
I see.
whatever is in my fridge is what I'm gonna prepare on that day.
What's in your fridge?
And there are so many things in my fridge.
That means you plan ahead.
No. My planning.
You're not buying that with Christmas in mind.
No, not at all. So it's just whatever that is in the fridge. That's what I'm going to prepare for my family to eat on that day. I don't think I want to stress myself at all.
People of God, this woman doesn't want to kill chicken for me.
Okay, really? I never knew you wanted. Definitely.
Oh,
for
you never knew I wanted
For you,
chicken.
I will.
So how much chicken are you going to buy for me?
Till then.
Till then. We'll have a call online.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mmemshima King.
Morning.
Morning, King James,
Morning.
and the other guests in the house.
Good morning.
My name is Edward Oragba.
Edward, good morning.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah, just like you rightly stated, Christmas comes every 25th of December, and each time it comes, it takes us by surprise.
Yeah.
Even though when you make those preparations, you feel that things will be okay, but it is take us unaware. And due to the high cost of things now, as a matter of fact, personally, I have 2 bags of rice to buy, one for my mother-in-law and one for my mother. When I'm done with that, I don't have any other issue. I will not have any other.
In your own house, so you're not going to eat rice.
Because we will always have rice. Even now we have rice. And I thank God that I do operate a farm. So we slaughtered cows not quite long. I preserve the meat.
Okay.
I want to use to eat that day, and I think.
Oh,
So,
lucky you.
yes. So that is how I've prepared my this day. And the 2 bags of rice I'm buying, in fact, is at 36,000 naira. That is 25 kg.
Wow.
And 72,000 for the 2. You know.
Yeah. So last year you bought 50 kg.
Yeah, I used to buy 50 kg for my mother-in-law and my mom.
This time,
So they are going to understand.
they have to share it.
They definitely have to understand that the economy is hard.
Yeah.
We have to manage and to make do with what we have.
Yeah.
That's true. Thank you for sharing.
So, I'm inviting you.
Really? Thank you. We're going to come.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you
All
too.
right.
So I like that flexibility.
Of course.
If you had 50 kg last year,
25
this year, because if you look at the cost, perhaps the cost of 50 kg last year was even less than the cost of 25 this year.
That's true.
That's right.
You know,
That's true.
so he's even spending more money. So it's not his fault. The money he's spending is more. Is what is available on the market that is higher.
Exactly.
He still has to meet the formal requirements of both mother-in-law and then his mom.
Of
It's
course.
not easy
Because
at
they
all.
won't listen to any excuses if he doesn't bring that at all.
Wow.
Well, sometimes they need to understand.
But we're going to actually pay him a visit because I don't really think I want to miss this.
Okay, the nyambam.
Of course, we
Especially if it is dry.
have, as in,
Can
we
you just
have
imagine?
to.
Yeah, if the beef is dry, that will be.
And that's another King James. That's another way of let me call it a Christmas palliative. If you had planned from January to be making contributions as a group, and then towards the end, like now, things are tough. Even cash is
I
scarce.
know, but the
Able to-
painful aspect of this contribution is that
Toba.
you're saving, but when you get to the market, the things they've increased,
They
so you
increased,
still
yeah.
would not meet up.
Yeah.
That's just
No,
it.
for BAM, I think what they do is the money is already set aside. So the only thing is, if they were killing maybe 5 cows,
Okay.
it may just drop to maybe 4.
Yeah.
Because
For just say 2,
maybe
because
not
the
2.
price of cow is
Maybe not 2
something
because
else now.
Depends on the number of people involved.
involved and how much they're putting in. I think it's the interest. When you take a loan from the bank, you pay with interest and all of that. So that's what they use is the interest because your main money, I think it comes back to you and then you have meat.
Okay.
That's why people can't depart from BAM. You only have issues when BAM runs with you. Because
Or when you sight him traveling.
well, when they side, it's like they pull him out of those vehicles because nobody takes that thing for a joke. BAM will run with your money and no meat for your Christmas. That's tragic. It's extra speed on us King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. And you're watching us live on Facebook. And of course, you want to call. It's 0903 648 5868. 0903 648 5868. We are looking at the cost of Christmas. And if you have alternatives, if things are way above your budget for this year, do you have any alternative? That's what we want you to call and tell us. 0903 648 5868. So we're still stuck on goat.
Yeah.
We have
But
not
we
even
haven't
moved.
asked Ted his own plan.
No, don't worry. We're going to ask. We're going to come to him. Okay, ask him now.
So So tell us, what are your plans?
I have no plans.
Really?
No, I don't. Every day for me is Christmas.
Okay.
Why is it that we just chose December 25 to frustrate the whole economy, transportation, clothing, everything has gone up just because of a holiday? People who claim to be atheists, who don't even believe in God, on Christmas Day, they become there. They want to
It's
visit
for
you.
everybody.
Yeah. People who are not Christians, Muslims decide to hike prices of things that they sell in the north. I mean, this is religion specifically because they have things that come specifically from their areas. It has nothing to do with them. So why are you participating in it by raising prices of the things you sell?
Well, of course, higher demand.
Exactly.
And everything rises. So sometimes you also understand with sellers or marketers that because everybody will give you a reason, like cost of transportation and other things. So as we said at the beginning of the show, elsewhere you see Black Friday, you see Cyber Monday sales, you see holiday sales, and the prices are slashed. But here they go up. Do
you ever do clearance in Nigeria? Clearance sales?
No, even the clearance sales, I don't even trust it.
Nobody does anything here. If you do and you think we don't know what we're saying, you can call and tell us the clearance sales you're doing. 0903 648 5868. 0903 648 5868. When you call, stay away from your radio and talk to us. Now let's go back to goat. 75,000 is more like from 75. I've actually seen some that are less than that. I've seen 30, but they look like kids.
Yes,
they're like kids.
It's more like they want you to go and
rate
them. That's what they want you to go and do.
Unless a dwarf species.
Well, all of them.
You're just trying to cut it.
No, all of them look like dwarf to me. They're baby goats, kids.
They are babies.
Still bleating.
So it's still your decision if you want to prepare them for the Christmas
or to rear them against.
No, if you are buying now,
for the
that is what
Christmas.
it means exactly. So sometimes I'm feeling like chickens, for instance, are coming with some chemicals that they are calling feeding.
Yes.
And I'm feeling like, keep them for some time. So, but now, even if you don't want to kill them at Christmas, it's also the wrong time to buy.
Exactly.
Because if one is going for 15K from 15K, then if I'm buying, I am not killing it. Or using for Christmas, I'm going to keep it. But the person I'm buying from thinks it's Christmas. That is why I hate going to the market anything December. For me, December is a no
for you.
No for me. Just attempting to go to the market. The rush is massive.
Exactly.
And everybody feels.
And at times you go and you explain yourself. It's not for Christmas.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yes, don't believe you.
Nobody cares.
They don't care as long as you're in the market. It's Christmas sale, so you are going to buy what they give to you, the price.
Exactly.
They are calling.
If you stand there for long, you are in the way of someone else. You're actually blocking the person from stepping up.
Exactly.
And they make things so difficult during this season, but you still see us. We still strive to still do them. And at times, just as Ted said, I wonder why we kill ourselves to do that, because after Christmas, there are still more bills for us to pay. So I just feel like maybe we should pay less attention to this Christmas celebration of thing, so we can ease ourselves of that stress.
You can say that again. You can do that in your own house, but other people
can influence the society.
I don't think they are ever going to change.
That's
what happens year in, year out.
That's why some churches, some ministries decide to go on retreat and fasting. And they converge on the particular place where all of them are members stay all through the Christmas period.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's flight from the economy or it's for spiritual reasons.
Either way,
just stay there together until when Christmas is over. I don't know whether I've not been into one of them on those days, but I'm aware of some, especially in the Southwest. When I was in the Southwest, I noticed they had retreats to stay together until Christmas is over. Then people go back to their houses.
Well, it's better.
How do you know it's better?
It's better for it's better for them and for the church members.
How do you know it's better?
I don't know.
If you actually value Christmas and the reason, if it is a church, then I should have fun at Christmas.
You celebrate it in church.
So what's the difference? Celebrating church,
You
that's not
spend less.
celebration.
Spiritually, that's more enlightening and enriching, which is the essence of Christmas, to celebrate
Well,
the birthday of somebody.
Okay, I really wonder how it's going to be like in Jerusalem. Okay, extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. We are looking at the cost of Christmas. My name is King James YiYE. I'm here with
Mmemshima King.
Terwase Aya-mnger.
So you can call now 0903 648 5868. If your network is bad as ours is, if it is bad, they can't even watch on Facebook.
Yeah.
Except they are using Starlink like us. Otherwise, the network is not just there. But of course, try to call if you can get through. 0903 648 5868. That's 0903 648 5868. The cost of Christmas and what are your alternatives? Call now and share your views. Somebody might just learn from you. We've got a caller here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. James. I am Mrs. James too.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. James. Our presenter that hasn't come. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, you know, sometimes when things get so much, we should also adjust to such things. Christmas has never been easy. I'm approaching my 70s, yet, and you can imagine how many Christmases I must have spent.
Yeah.
It's never easy, because I remembered we had to wear a new dress,
Oh, yes.
make a new hairstyle, wear new shoes, and some of us, you can't believe that even our undies had to be new on that. Then you are talking about the Christmas rice, peppers and tomatoes, and then you're also talking about the Christmas goat, if you could afford it.
Yeah.
And then the cooking and all that. Then aside from the food and the fanfare, the buttery, what will I call it? The drunks, people drink and get useless and make better their bedrooms.
Nah, that's true.
And then what about the accidents? Some will leave their homes and never get to their destinations. They died on the way. Why would they die? Because they were rushing home for Christmas, sometimes at the last minute.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thinks, why should I kill myself for this one day?
Exactly.
Why should I over tax myself for this one day? Nobody ever thinks of that. And biblically, Christmas or birthdays are not even encouraged. Yes. If you remember the story of Joseph, Jacob's son, when he was imprisoned, he had his co-prisoners had a dream, and he interpreted those dreams and told them that one of them would be killed. And it so happened that when he was released, that is, the slave was released, on Pharaoh's birthday, that particular person was killed. Same thing with King Herod. This is Jesus' time now. Herod promised somebody's daughter that if she dances very well, he will give her anything she wishes on his birthday. And when she pleased him, she danced very well, and he asked her, "What do you wish me to give you for dancing, for pleasing me so well?" She went to her mom, asked, and came back and said, "I want the head of John the Baptist." That's what she was given. So you can see that even in biblical times, birthdays were not worth celebrating because there was always a death on a birthday.
But now we're asking for the head of a goat, not.
And you even afford the head of a fish.
Maybe they can go for cricket. Yeah.
It's terrible out there. Somebody told me a chicken goes for as much as 25.
Yeah, 25. We've seen it. Yeah.
There you are. So what now? What to do? Shouldn't we just maintain? On that day, cook our yam porridge. If you see smoke your fish, put them. All right. So enjoy, Mr. and Mrs. James, and hello to the kids.
Okay,
Sure,
thank you so
Mrs. James.
much.
All right. So,
Bye.
bye. So, Mrs. James, you remember her?
I do.
Her dream was to be a broadcaster. The father was a broadcaster,
Yeah.
but never encouraged her.
And she has a lovely voice.
Yeah, she does. And we said, come on, be a presenter here, but she keeps running.
Well, maybe she has her reasons. But I think I like her own alternative.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought about
Yeah, go on.
the yam porridge. And if you have a little bit of gravy.
Exactly. You know what I like about her
You tell me.
alternative? It's more like what she is actually saying. If you noticed, almost everybody now, especially in the cities, they're saying, I always have rice. at home."
Yes.
So if you can always have rice and have meat, in my own thinking, which is what we have done over the years,
Yes.
is we just cook any normal thing that we always cook on
Exactly.
any other day.
Exactly. Exactly.
So if you are thinking of visiting King James, sorry for you because
you might end up eating beans and bread.
exactly. So it's any other normal thing that
Yes.
we've always had.
That's
Unfortunately,
true.
let me say this, Memshi, should I?
You
We are
know
not going to
what?
buy wine or anything and keep. We don't do that.
We don't.
We don't. So
our
if you are
visitors are always disappointed.
So if you are coming to think that it's Christmas and you're coming to visit the King James family,
Sorry.
and you're having anything special,
Yeah.
sorry.
Maybe they should come with their own bottle of wine and their
And sit and
food.
drink.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because for us, Christmas is just any other day. We don't
Exactly.
stress ourselves to do anything. And the first time in my life, the latest into December that I ever traveled was on the 24th. I think that was in 1998, which was also the last time I traveled on public transport. Of course, I traveled last 2 years on Victoria Travels, but that was after so many years. That was the first again. Now, as she said, it was the Benue Links, and that time there was a bus that was called J4. So Pujo J5. So that one came. It was a model after J5. It was bigger. Now, one thing we never even knew, those vans were made, this Peugeot made in France, but they were delivery vans. So it's only when they come here that they put seats.
Convert them to
They convert to passenger. So the seating arrangement is not good, that's one. And then the speed, it was more than extra speed and fast speed. And all combined. So you have accidents on the road. Then the Kwanga Kefi Road was a death trap.
Yeah, sure.
You know, all of that. So I actually saw accidents. So when you arrive, you will thank God. But it's still happening because of the rush. If you go to motor parks now, it's terrible. And just as she is saying, a chicken that has only 4 major parts.
And I think for her, she's even going beyond cost. It's more like the aftermath of every celebration, there is disaster attached to it. So what is even the point of you even doing all those things? More like just stay back at home, eat what you have, and that day would even go away. And
the day itself doesn't even go full.
Anything
Anything around 1 or let's say at most 3 p.m.
Everything is over.
Everything is over. Even the kids going about, they get tired.
So they get tired.
Funny enough, in the villages, that's when Christmas really begins, because you have these dancers that go to market squares and they gather and then they dance.
Maybe what?
All the kids gather. Those are the kind of things that used to bring people together. You know, they dance and dance. Sometimes they go from house to house in the villages and all that. These days you have parties. You have what they call it, hikers that go hike on Christmas. Then beaches and all that. Beaches also became dangerous in some places.
Yeah,
People go there and then 2 days after you find floating bodies by the coast of the
So that's just a disaster.
Yeah, so at a point, Totiv stopped that because they were going to River Katsina last night. Yeah, there was a beach ground there, but you are going drunk. You know, so a whole lot of things happen. So one of the costs of Christmas, 0903 648 5868. That's 0903 648 5868. The cost of Christmas. That's what we're looking at. So beyond food costs for Mrs. James,
Yeah.
looking at the other costs
Yes.
as well.
I like that.
So Teokola Samuel says, good morning, King James and everyone in the studio
Good
this morning.
morning.
I'm streaming live with you guys from Lagos Lekki Phase 1.
Okay.
Talking about Christmas, I always prepared it according to the side of my account, and this time is going to be the same. My advice for everyone out there is people should enjoy Christmas according to their budget.
Exactly.
Don't borrow money to enjoy Christmas and pay back next year. It's not a wise thing to do.
Exactly.
Everything is about planning. I understand that things fall out of the plan sometimes, but the fact remains that you can't have everything, but you must have something.
Exactly.
I wish everyone a very big celebration ahead. You all remain blessed. This guy, there is oil on this boy's head.
Yeah, there
He
is.
has oil on his
head.
Yeah, you think I don't know those Facebook
I
slides?
thought you didn't.
I do. Because, I mean, a lot of wisdom here that he always speaks. Don't borrow.
Exactly.
Why should you? Why would
Borrow
you?
to celebrate.
To celebrate. And then you're paying back in January. And January is always worse.
Terrible.
Yes. Wadi Patezungo Bernard. Good morning, Mmemshima King, the radio queen. Good morning, Teddy Terwase. Good morning, King James Yiye, the radio wizard. Good to be here again, watching here live at Welfare Quarters, Makodi. Okay, so he's not in Lagos now. So he has traveled to Benin already.
I'm telling you, he's already here.
When you arrive here, how was the journey?
Perhaps he needs to tell us the cost of
I'm
transportation.
telling you.
Yeah. Okay, so Mmemshima King, invite me. You will not disappoint. You will be disappointed. You will be disappointed because we don't buy anything for Christmas, and our children know that, and it's good. Yeah. So 0903-648-5868. Even like Wedipa coming from Lagos last Christmas, if you coming by public transport, which includes flying. Last Christmas, how did you spend? This Christmas, how are you spending? It's the cost of Christmas, right?
It is.
So let them tell us as
We're
well.
trying.
So let's go back to planning and coming as a surprise.
Okay.
Let's hear from Ifoma.
There is no way Christmas can come unprepared though. We have 12 months in the calendar. So once you enter January, you know that definitely December is going to come. So I'm very much prepared for the Christmas. Very much prepared in the sense that I'm prepared to travel to my village, to see my siblings, to see my kindred. Those people that I've not seen for a long time, I know probably they will come back because sometimes it's a general return. So all of us will come back, we see each other, we mingle with each other. That's all. Akwado m nke ọma maka ọnwa ekeresimesi na-abịa ịna obodo m bụ Enugu steeti gafu ndị ụmụnna m na ụmụnne m na ndị agbata obi m mfudewere mgbe tere aka gara aga.
Ezioku.
Okay. Yeah, so she's talking about planning, right? For her, it doesn't come as a surprise. Yeah. So she's basically speaking the mind of Igbos, for instance. Talking of a general return, but that's what Mrs. James is also talking about. Perhaps the general return, even for Igbos, has reduced. It has reduced. Nobody just rushes back home because of Christmas. I don't think anybody does. Some people know that there are more sales this time. So why are you rushing to go anyway? And you do your sales all the way. So I think that's that. But we are still moving on. The cost here in terms of food and animals particularly. So we step into cow. Have we finished about goats?
Yeah, we finished about goats.
Right.
Cow.
So cow.
Well, I don't know how true this is, but what I saw, 800. I'm seeing 1.4 million.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like,
for
cow?
a cow. You're talking about cow or elephant?
I don't even know for them. And I'm like, how did we get there? Like, seriously, cows that we're buying for 80K.
That was years ago.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Last year, was it last year or the other year? It was 250.
Last year.
But that's a small.
Was it last year?
It was last year.
Exactly. It wasn't a small cow.
It was a big cow.
It was a big cow. 250.
But now,
So the people buy, from what I was told, you buy around 70, 80K in March, April, and then you feed the cow.
Yes.
Then at Christmas last year, about 250, it was a big cow. Cow. This same size that it should be what Mmemshima is talking about, 800 now. The same size of 250.
Yes.
Because look at Shima's
Calling
baby
his
cow.
name.
Of course, I'm helping him to advertise. Shima bought his cows. I think he told me 70, 80.
Yes.
And for Shima, Ted, you know Shima's cows.
Yeah, I
they
do.
pass here.
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah.
Pass here. You know, so just a little while after that, and then Shima told me he was going to sell, and I said, Shima, how much? He said 350.
I like. I don't understand.
And I was like, come on, Shima, you bought this thing 70K just yesterday. He said, no, it wasn't. I'm like, I don't even know how much it's selling now. Because I still see them there. So Shima, if you're listening to me, call and tell everybody how much you're
selling your
cows now. Advertise for free. So these are the things on Facebook. This time around other years, we see politicians flying with cows in Hilux vans.
Yeah.
I think it's affecting them.
So why are we not seeing them?
In fact, Christmas is not even in the air, if you even ask me, because I'm not perceiving chin chin and all of that now.
Let's start making them now.
And before.
Shit is expensive.
It's
Kuli kuli is 500 naira. The finger size kuli kuli. Think about chin chin.
Okay, so perhaps people are going to move from chin chin to kuli kuli this Christmas.
At least kuli kuli, the finger size, you can break into 3 to become chin chin, then distribute to children.
Everything is expensive now. From all firewood to is expensive now.
How do you know?
Firewood is expensive.
You don't use it. So
I know.
You saw that cross us here, and she sees it when she sits here.
Exactly.
So you ask
and
her.
moreover, if I want my mom to prepare kunu for me, I give money so that she can assist me. So I know how much goes in.
I see.
You know, so it's expensive. Every single thing.
I see.
Talk of charcoal.
That one is another thing. It burns fast.
So CNG, father launched CNG here. So maybe when it's ready, the cost will go down.
Yeah, hopefully.
So it's 0903 648 5868. 0903 648 5868 is the cost of Christmas. So call now and let's know. And Chiri Vibes saying that listening here in Boko, you remember her?
I do.
The orange girl.
I said the orange girl. She's not orange.
No, but she's
loves
orange.
The color.
She's orange. Orange girl. So orange girl, you're listening in Boko. Thank you for joining us. She was here on her attachment.
Yes.
From Boko. Boko Polytechnic or Fide Poly?
One of it.
Boko Poly. Right. Okay. So call now and tell us the cost of Christmas. So now, are people going to drop from cow to goat?
I don't know. But people that they are doing BAM, I don't really think they can drop from cow to goat. It's going to still be cow, you know. Then for individuals and their homes, I don't know what they would go for.
What they can afford.
Well, some people are still buying chicken.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they would go for.
Some is a tradition. No matter how expensive it is, they will go for it.
Exactly. So that's the thing. That's what we're analyzing, and we're looking at these things from the point that it is a tradition, and that is where Mrs. James also shared her concern. A tradition, but reality is different from what you maintain as a tradition, because these things every year. Well, she says Christmas has never been easy.
It has never,
She said,
but I think
so
it
it's
was better.
Yeah, maybe your purchasing power. If you were earning 50K and you could buy chicken for 5K,
exactly,
then it means from your December salary, you are going to be able to maybe use less than half of it and have Christmas.
Exactly.
Then then part of it is left for January, and then January you're going to use part of it and pay school fees and all of that. But if you have remained
at 50
or 60,
you use half of your salary to buy chicken.
Yeah, of 25.
Then the
now,
ingredients.
exactly.
We're not even spoken about oil.
No, we didn't even mention oil.
We didn't even mention
because
most things.
Ingredients are outrageously expensive.
That's what she was saying. Tomato, pepper. It's expensive.
Onions.
Yeah. The other time I asked for, that was last month, that I asked for a custard rubber of pepper. The man told me 5,400, and I was like, wow. I was like, I'm not buying. I'll go for dry pepper.
5,000?
5,400. I was like, really? So I don't know for now how much they're going to sell it now.
So onions, you have an idea?
Onions is even scarce. That's another thing again. So I don't even know. But
So
the
they
last
make it
time
scarce around this time, deliberately?
I think that's deliberate.
I don't
It
know.
is.
I don't know. But I think the old woman that comes around to clean for roads, she warned me earlier that, madam, you need to buy these certain things because you're not going to see it in the market again. I was like, really? I think I didn't list it.
Yeah.
No, but for me, if you are cooking, you actually cook without those.
Yeah, you can.
It's just a tradition that people feel Christmas rice has to be a certain way. And in the villages, in tea villages that I know, I don't know what's happening now. Never been there, for such a long time. I've not gone to any village around it to see. Maybe I could just go camp around here and see how Christmas is going. Otherwise, I may even be fooled because these ones are around Makodi. But villages that are remote from development or state capitals, they were having rice only once a year, only at Christmas time.
Yes.
Or even if they ever had more than once a year, with full ingredients is only at Christmas time. Full ingredients, what do I mean? Tomatoes, onions.
Pepper.
No pepper. Always, they will always have it for Christmas, for any other cooking.
How about ginger and garlic? Do they use that?
No, they only use, they don't even use garlic in any tea village that I know. But they use ginger for atu. That's okra.
Yeah.
And maybe gengi and bodi and the likes and vambi. But I don't think anybody thinks you should put ginger in rice in the village. I don't know.
It's not even that common in villages around here.
Again,
I never knew about garlic on tea.
No, for garlic, no. For garlic, I don't think it's our thing. I don't think it's our thing. I'm not quite sure. The ones in the city, yes. And the villages, I don't think they farm it. Perhaps they could and to do well, but I don't think they've been using it. So, but these are the things that you just discover. This woman that we're watching in Asia, you see that what they do, the cooking and all of that, the huge quantity of food they're cooking. You see that there's no oil, there's nothing, but it's there. It's cooked and it's nice. And this is what I'm saying. I'm referring to somebody far, but I, King James YiYE, sitting here too, I cook without those things, and Mmemshima licks her fingers.
Oh, please don't! No way! Don't even call me. Don't call.
But it's true.
Wait,
it's true. The
don't
kids are
deceive
there.
people.
We'll bring a camera to the house.
Don't deceive people.
I put it on Facebook
I know, but there are some of your cookings that are they are not it for me.
because I don't put salt and I don't put seasoning cubes and all those things. I avoid
that one
them,
is not.
So when
It's
you
not that, no.
But my bitter leaf soup, for instance, you guys say it's bitter, but you end up finishing it.
Please don't put me inside.
But you do. You are part of it as well.
This is turning into a family affair now. Please,
it's the same thing.
just count me out. But there was a time the children were even saying that this cooking is.
It's not true.
They did.
It's just behind that you guys try to make them. They enjoy my food, and and for Christmas
they said no all the time.
Okay, I'm cooking for you guys at Christmas.
Okay.
And I'm not going to use all those ingredients that you think are
I'll have my own backup plan.
On Facebook, Daniel Anya says, streaming here in Abuja. I love listening to Speed FM Marketing. Thank you. And Wedipa says the cost of Christmas. Advise people not to kill themselves because Christmas, eat and drink whatever you have. Don't go and borrow because you want to celebrate Christmas. Those residing in other cities, if you don't have anything important to do at home, stay where you are and celebrate Christmas.
I'm telling you.
I spent at least 60,000 naira on transportation last year to and fro Lagos.
Okay.
This time I've already spent 28,000 naira coming from Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's even cheap compared to my brother that came from Abuja yesterday. 12,000 from Abuja to Makodi. 12K yesterday.
It's pathetic.
Yeah. And then
It's
because
really
it's a standard transport company has been using 12K because of the facilities they have. All these other vehicles are this gura. All of them have upgraded to that amount at this point.
How did we get here? Because I could remember paying 1,000 200 naira to come to Makoti.
Abuja here on a road that has been dualized, not the same Aquanda that you burn and burn. Like, I mean, people are just inhuman to each other. And the cost
of fuel has not been dualized.
Anyway, they will give you a reason for that. Some people, some filling stations are selling old stuff that they stored. That's another aspect. You didn't pump new one, then you have adjusted your.
So I just pray we
sometimes
get
we take advantage of each other just because of the season.
No, that one it's natural.
The King James justified it. I say it's business. So
what's that?
No, when I mentioned the stuff of Northerners hyping prices, he said it's business, taking advantage of the period to do business for business persons. So.
What's that is because I am seeing the dogs released on the cameras and Mama
is
there cleaning.
Air.
Yes, we are live on air. Yes, I am. Yeah, but because I'm scared. If somebody gets into that compound now.
2 more minutes to round up the show.
Because that woman is cleaning.
I know, but
and
we
also say release the dogs. Come on.
Cost of
she's
Christmas.
Listening. Yeah, she's listening. She should get the dogs in.
Cost of Christmas.
Because that is going to cost.
You're sending a message.
Exactly, but she should be listening because that could be a cost of Christmas as well.
Oh, please,
and it's going to be deadly.
I beg you.
Anyway, cost of Christmas. Guys, let's round off. I can't stand seeing the dogs released.
This is not reality, right?
It is. So let's round up.
Okay.
Right.
So people shouldn't kill themselves for Christmas. It's just a normal day. We don't go out like that for our own personal birthday. So I just think we should just look ahead because we have other bills to pay. January is coming, school fees is there, so we should just calm down with our expenditure this December.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the birthday of Christ, so make it as Christian as possible. Just make it somebody's birthday, not your own. Don't kill yourself.
Exactly.
Just go pray, celebrate in church, sing and dance, and that's it.
Well, for me, Mmemshima's tip: cook what's in your fridge.
Thank you.
If you have yam from Toba, good for you.
Exactly.
Right. See you again.
All right. Bye.
King Radio 98.